Alright everyone, and welcome back to That Variety Nerd. I'm Christina, and today we are jumping back into some more Sims 4 Realm of Magic goodness. So today's episode of the Let's Play is actually a little bit different. So I figured I think at this point we spent one episode with each of our new little families. So we spent one episode with Eliana, who had a daughter, and also we had Serenity moving with Mac. So they decided to kind of go a little bit more serious, but not like super serious. Just like, oh yeah, by the way, we bought a house together. One of those sorts of things. So I wanted to do something a little bit different, play around with some boxy shapes in this one. So this one is actually in Forgotten Hollow. So I've been trying to figure out how to integrate like new builds into Let's Plays and also into my save file, which you can see down in the description down below to see where my progress is at any given point, even if it's 2 in the morning and you're like, hey, I want to see how Christina's save progress is going. So yeah, I'm eventually going to have a save file out. I don't know when it'll be out or, whatever. But it'll get done. We are getting there slowly but surely. I have one world done. We're almost two more done. So, I mean, and progress counts. It's just a pain in the booty right now because like I got school and we are in the thick of the heat of fall semester and literally it's been hot. At least at the time of doing this voiceover, which is like mid-September. Seriously, it's like almost freaking fall, like actual fall, and it is 93 degrees. What the poop is going on, people? All right, so much of this is getting the structure sorted together, and I feel like this is a trend in all my different build and renovation videos, just all together, is that I basically like take my good old time getting the shell together. My apologies, I want to make sure that I was like actually recording this thing because I'm like, oh god, I'm not recording this, but yeah, I am. But yeah, so for me, it's like to get a decent layout at the very least. Like, I realize I'm not the best at windows, I'm not the best at roofing, but to be fair, like in The Sims 4, who really is great at roofing? I mean, it's just a whole mess, to be completely honest. So I was playing around with some of these new windows, and I want to give myself an excuse to play around with the windows, to be completely honest. That was kind of what I was going for. All things considered, I think it turned out pretty decently. It's a 3 bedroom, 1 bathroom house, but you could probably squeeze in an extra bathroom as needed. There's a study, there's a laundry area, so I think the only packs that I used were base game, obviously. I think vampires, yeah, definitely vampires because it's in Forgotten Hollow. Realm of Magic and Laundry Day, but like Laundry Day was literally for like maybe 5 items. What's kind of nice is that like on the gallery, you can actually click on the packs and like you can actually see like exactly what they use. So if they only use like 1 or 2 items, for example, like for me, I only used a handful of items in Laundry Day stuff. That way you actually know where, well, not necessarily where, but you know what items that you're going to be losing. So, yeah, I think that's pretty handy and nifty. So, what I did, I was trying to play around with the landings and stuff like that we have now in this sort of. I was trying to play around with the new staircase feature, and it just was not working for me. So I'm like, you know what? Let's kind of box us all off. We'll make everything like separate, but also somewhat open at the same time. So instead of using like one of those two square sort of archways. I used two of the one squared archways like pretty decently. They're new to the base game, I believe. Yeah, they're new to the base game. So some of these are actually base game update items that came into recent patches. So kind of letting y'all know about that. But in general, I actually really like how this turned out. I was able to use some of that like I was able to use some brick, which I love using brick whenever I can in builds. I don't know why. Maybe I'm gravitating more towards industrial like looking stuff. I don't know. Definitely not brutalist. This is like the second or third time I've mentioned like brutalist, but I haven't really like thoroughly explained what brutalist means or anything like that. It's kind of like it's just sharp edges, concrete. Like that's not my vibe that I'm going for here. We're doing something that's cozy, a little traditional. Like it's a good mixture of like modern and traditional. That's kind of what I prefer, at least for right now, because you know what? I'm only 23 years old. My mind's gonna change in like a day or two. Like, oh god, like no, I don't want these big houses. I want tiny houses. But yeah, so I'm also taking ideas, recommendations, etc. for New Crust because that one's like 15 squares or 15 plots of land, I should say. And like, I don't know what the heck to do with it. So there's that. I own all the expansion packs and all the game packs, but I don't own all the stuff packs. So just giving that into perspective. I have some ideas, but I'm like, y'all, I kind of need a little bit of help here. Anyway, around this again, it's a little bit of a longer sort of build renovation thing, but to be fair, a minute of this is like screenshots, and to also be fair, the episode lengths have been like sorry between 15 to 25 minutes altogether. At first, I thought I wanted to do. This is what I was mentioning about the columns, not the columns. The Oh god, the archways. There we go. I'm like, what the heck is the right word? So the lighting's kind of dark in this build, but like it makes sense because it's in Forgotten Hollow and that world is just dark anyway. So what I've been doing actually off screen is like also because it's been so dang hot out this whole entire last few months. I've been literally playing like winter in The Sims on seasons, and I'm like, y'all, this is great. I can live out my winter vicariously. This is perfect. Because like I'm from the Midwest, right? So I'm originally from northern Ohio, like close to the snow belt, and so I'm like, Jesus Christ, like I can't deal with this. I need snow or some sort of cool weather. But yeah, as always, please get your choice of beverage. Let's hang out. Let's get some building done. As you can see, roofing is hard in this game. So I was also working within their budget, which was $60,000. They saved up enough money. I guess Mac had a job before he got laid off. That's kind of how we've weaved this into the story. They work part time now, so I mean, they've got some sort of income coming in. They're more focused on like getting their magic up and whatever, but you know what? I actually kind of dig this house. Like, I could actually see myself playing in this house, like off screen. So that's why the bedrooms might be a little bit on the. They might be on the sparser side. But I mean, to be fair, I feel like the layout's like it's not the worst layout ever. I think it makes a little bit of sense, right? Right. So again, terrible at windows, terrible at roofing. It's fine. Layouts I'm getting better at, or at least I feel like I'm getting better at them. So again, I know I'm not the best builder, but like darn it, I'm gonna actually like give it a try. Because sometimes you get these layouts in the game and it's like, what in the world is going on? Like, they're just so confusing. Like, oh my god. Some of the houses in Get Famous, holy poop people. Like, oh my god. Some of those layouts. That was actually my first renovation way back in like May, which is kind of wild now because I think this episode comes out in October. And I'm like, holy crap, I've been doing this thing for like how long now? 5 months going on? Oh my goodness. But I've enjoyed it. It's been fun. I can't really complain. Again, it's this whole like YouTube thing is really a hobby for me because it helps me get my creative side out there, and I am here for it. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm going for right now. We're just sort of hanging out. We're gonna be watching this build or speed build, I should say, and just sort of go from there. So yeah, hopefully you all are enjoying this series. I am as well. I had a lot of fun recording it too. Like, I think I recorded in just a couple of sittings because, like, again, school's back in session. Like, I kind of need, like, a little bit of a breather, but all is well. Right, right. I love a good cup of coffee in the morning. How do any of y'all drink coffee in the morning? Like, I know not everybody does, so I'm like, for those of us that drink a cup of coffee in the morning, how do you take your coffee? Comment down below. Do you just drink it black? Do you drink it with just sugar? Do you just do milk? Do you just do cream? Do you like the flavored creamers? I'm guilty of that. Like, I feel like half of my budget when I go to the grocery store is like on flavored things. I'm like, oh god. So, like, the other day I got like donuts and stuff. Well, again, time recording this, it is, well, September 17th. So, not too far off. But oh my god, yesterday. So, on Mondays I teach in the morning, and then I have like office hours and stuff, and then I have class, right? I have a night class on Monday night, which probably sounds miserable for some of y'all, but it's not bad. I don't mind it at all. We have some good conversation. And even though I'm like feeling like, oh god, I'm going to bed, like honestly, I have been in bed by like, well, to be fair, when I get home, I watch my Monday Night Wrestling because you know what, that's just my thing. It helps me decompress a little bit, even if I just am like, what the heck is going on half the time when I'm watching it. But generally speaking, like when I watch my wrestling on Monday nights, it's like nice and relaxing. And now they're changing up all the schedules and everything like that. I'm like, what is going on, people? Like, what? Just what? But like for example, Wednesday nights, like there's two wrestling shows on, and I'm like, y'all, this is a commitment. Like I am committed to this. But thankfully, one of them, at least one of them will be on Hulu the next day. So I'm like, okay, cool. I really have 3 or 4 nights of wrestling. Sweet. Like every week. Because they're basically moving like Monday Night Raw to like Monday, so that's staying the same. They're doing Wednesday with like AEW's wrestling show and like WWE's like NXT, which was actually the developmental brand, but it's being treated now as a third brand. Thank freaking goodness. Because it's just, dude, it is so good. Like, I would totally like sit down with somebody and be like, "All right, let's watch this takeover. We're watching this. Like, watch just the action. Like, you'll enjoy it." Like there's somebody for everybody down there, and I think that's awesome. And I think that's actually pretty like relevant across wrestling in general. Like people can find characters that they particularly enjoy. And I think that's cool, whether they're bad guys, good guys, or somewhere in between. Like it's just fun. So that's kind of like my sort of mindset in The Sims, especially as well. Like, I'm here for the characters. I'm here to build, I'm here to create worlds and just to do something kind of different. That's kind of how the cookie crumbles, and that's how I see it. But again, I really just love how this turned out. I know it's a little bit on the darker side, and I was building at night, which was probably not a great idea. But it's fine. Everything's fine. Oh God. Woo. Sorry about that, fam. So yeah, basically I get like 12-hour Mondays essentially, but then the rest of my week's not too bad where I only have to be on campus a few hours. And by that I mean like 3 to 4 hours. It's like once you factor in commute, it's more like 3 to 4 hours, I think. Probably more so towards the 4 hour end of the spectrum. Sometimes I have earlier days, so like today I think I'm going to be on campus from like around noon until like 5 o'clock. Again, this is on a Tuesday when I'm doing this voiceover because I have class from 2 to 4:45. So there's that. But yeah, I have two classes in person this semester. One on Monday night, one on Tuesday afternoon. So I get those out of the way early, and I have an online stats class too. So that's pretty chill. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm just excited to see what's happening. So yeah, so a lot of this lounge furniture I probably should make as a disclaimer, because like who doesn't like free stuff? This stuff was actually free in an update recently on the base game, on a base game update. Yeah, and so I did that. I wanted to keep it very sparse, very chill. So as you can see, I got the downstairs area pretty much done, I think, and now we're working on the upstairs area. Because I was running out of money and I wanted to make it like halfway decent. So there's that. So one area is kind of like a study, the other one's like a bathroom. And then that little awkward 3x2 space right there in the middle, that's actually a laundry area. I felt like that was kind of fitting. And it makes a little bit of sense because it's like if you're basically going to be taking off all your clothes upstairs because you're in the bedrooms and each one has like a hamper, right? Or even if you're in the bathroom, you don't have to walk that far to go to your like laundry machine at all. Because I mean, I think it's a common thing, at least here in the U.S. I don't know how other places do it, or at least for me anyway. Like different people do their laundry differently. Some people have their hamper in the bathroom. Some people have them in their bedrooms. Some people have them in their living rooms if it's more of a studio apartment. Actually, I don't even know. Well, some laundry baskets, like the one that I have, actually double as a hamper. So I was gonna say, if you're in a studio apartment, you could probably swing it, right? To the people that live in studio apartments, like give us some insight down below as to how that works. But generally speaking, I just really love how this build turned out. Actually, a good handful of these larger builds, like I have been genuinely enjoying, even if I am in pain afterwards. When I mean that, I mean like I'm tired, I'm going to bed, I quit. It's like one of those things. So there is that. Sorry, I'm like so distracted by my coffee. But yeah, I got some, white chocolate mocha creamer right now. I swear to God, I have to get like a new bottle every week, and I'm like, this is just bad for me, but also like it's not the worst thing for me at the same time. But yeah, I wanted to showcase as many of the new Realm of Magic items as much as possible that are in the pack because it makes sense for this Let's Play because it's a Realm of Magic Let's Play. And so, yeah, we'll be ending the series at 14 episodes, like I think I mentioned in the last few episodes as well. So I had like a set number in mind, and then I'm like, you know what? Why not do another renovation video and get another one of these lots off my list? So, again, this save file in progress stuff, it's down in the description below. It's a public Google sheet, so like you all can at least view it, but you can't edit it because, like, that makes sense. So, in case you're like, Christina, where are you at on your save file? It's down in the description. So, you'll be able to get, for example, you'll be able to see which ones are done, which ones haven't been done, that sort of thing. So, that's kind of where we're going here, just in general. But yeah, so I wanted to do one single bedroom and then we had like two doubles. So you could obviously reconfigure these however you want to, but I liked how they were all semi-attached. So I don't know, maybe that's just me being weird or something, but I gave each one a different sort of color, a different feel. One I think is just like more black and white, so like more neutrals. Then I played around with some color in the other rooms, that way the black and gray one's kind of like more distinguished as like the master bedroom. But like you can distinguish whichever one that you want to. You can actually fit in a bathroom in at least like the two bigger bedrooms, I would think so. So you can do that if you want to like set off a master bedroom and really distinguish like the master bedroom even further. So yeah, I created the template and the outline. That's kind of how I roll because I want you all to like have fun with it. And as always, all of my renovations, builds, etc., even if they're not on YouTube for like a little while, they'll at least be on the gallery because I think it's cruel and unusual punishment. Like I'm not even joking. And usually I make comments like, "Oh yeah, well, you know what? Like this will be on a upcoming YouTube video on Sunday or Saturday. You know, whatever it is. I treat renovation videos kind of like I like to sprinkle them in, and build videos too. So like for example, this one made sense because we were sort of transitioning into a brand new house because the latest episode was Serenity and Mack. It took place in the realm of magic. So I'm like, you know what? Let's just kind of go nuts and just do one big build video where we show, oh, okay, like this is their house, this is their new little home, and just kind of go from there. So it's like pretty chill, and it reflects their style a little bit. It's vastly different from Eliana, Grace, and Tomax's home, and also Delilah too. That's the name of her daughter. So yes, my friends, we are diving into the screenshots in just a second, and I think they really illuminate just like how dark this house is, just in general. But I think it's like not the worst thing in the world. Like I feel like that's kind of the point because it isn't Forgotten Hollow. So as always, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff here on YouTube. I also stream on Twitch and Mixer, so that's kind of where I hang out and chill and relax. When I'm not recording videos and when I'm not working on anything for school or anything else, really. So, either way around, I hope you all are having a wonderful day. So, we're just sort of going to chill and just relax and just finish out this video. So, as always, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all later. Please stay hydrated and stay cool. Bye, everyone.